Friday, and they copped plenty out there. The rails in the true position, but the track was officially heavy for the commencement of racing. Now, in the first event, the favourite here, starting at a fairly short quote, was Game Trooper at 5 to 4. Is expected to go to the front. I think most punters thought that the leaders would have an advantage going into the day. Well, near the rail was obviously the place to be, and the 5 to 4 favourite was Game Trooper, but Mr. Jazz decided to put his best foot forward.
They're racing at the first attempt. Mr. Jazz bounced out in front. Nothing anxious to lead, however, when they settle down. All riders have taken hold of their horses. In to win on the inside, Mr. Jazz. And wider out, Game Trooper and Lapsang, and Wholesome on the rails, Mystic Monarch. Well, almost a line of four coming down towards the judges' box. Still nobody wanting to lead. Lapsang in front of Game Trooper now on its inside. A length or so away in to win. Mr. Jazz on its outside. A length and a half to Wholesome and Mystic Monarch. Out of the straight they go, short of 2,000 to run. And the leader here is Game Trooper on the inside of Lapsang. They're together. Length and a half, 2 lengths to Mr. Jazz, who's settled pretty well from in to win. A length and a half further back, Wholesome. He hasn't been so close early in a race for a long time. He's on the inside of Mystic Monarch. They go up towards the 1,600 metre mark now, and Lapsang finally crossed to the rails to be a length and a half in front of Game Trooper. 1 length in to win, a half to Mr. Jazz, a length and a half Mystic Monarch, and a half a length to Wholesome. He'd be about 4 to 5 lengths off the lead. To the 1,400 metre mark, no change. Lapsang in front, the outsider, about a length to Game Trooper. In to win 3 parts of a length away on the rails, a similar distance to Mr. Jazz. 1 and a half to Mystic Monarch, and a half length away Wholesome. Climbing on top of the hill, they've got 12.50 to go. Lapsang still in front. 3 parts of a length to Game Trooper on his outside. 1 to win to win the rails. Mr. Jazz at his girth on the outside in the 1-1, and then 2 lengths to Mystic Monarch, and they were followed 2 lengths to Wholesome. He's starting to niggle at it now as they go down the hill and clap a bit more speed on. Game Trooper's gone up on the outside, joined Lapsang. A length or so to Mr. Jazz, who's travelled well outside in to win. 1 and a half Mystic Monarch, and Wholesome being vigorously ridden about a length away in last placing. With 800 to go, Game Trooper takes a narrow lead from Lapsang, who's about to call it a day. Mr. Jazz has moved up now to be second, and they were followed by In to Win. Mystic Monarch to the outside, and Wholesome about 2 lengths away, last hard ridden. Past the 600, Game Trooper being ridden for dear life. Mr. Jazz looks to be coasting alongside him. 1 to Mystic Monarch, In to Win, and they were followed 3 lengths away by Wholesome under the whip and Lapsang. On the corner, 400 to go, and Game Trooper the leader. Mr. Jazz looks to be cantering on his outside from Mystic Monarch, and In to Win, and a long gap away as Wholesome. Mr. Jazz Clark goes for home. He dashes to the lead, the top weight, from Game Trooper, In to Win, and then Mystic Monarch. And he's going to end this run of seconds today. Mr. Jazz shooting away 3 or 4 lengths in front, and he's going to canter in the run to the post, and they don't seem to be marking the track either. And Mr. Jazz won at 4 lengths to Game Trooper, a length and a half to In to Win third.
Yes, too good, Mr. Jazz at 3 to 1, 5 to 4 favourite Game Trooper, and In to Win third at 20 to 1. And after that race, the stewards then changed the track reading to slow. Now, in the second event on the program, and the favourite here at 9 to 4 was Warned.
Reps Cup's on its way, jumped away as one. Around the 10 on the inside of Tamar Moon. Going to the lead immediately now, Dandy Andy, and then Groucho over on the outside from Delac Road and Warned. Dandy Andy in front climbing the hill, but Groucho's gone up to him pulling very hard on the outside. A length and a half Tamar Moon, then on the rails around the 10, a length to Warned and a neck to Delac Road. No pace on up the hill to the 12.50 with the leader Groucho under great restraint, a length to Dandy Andy and a half to Tamar Moon. 1 to around the 10, going round the outside, and Warned is next on the outside of Delac Road, and they're about 3.5 lengths from the lead. Going to the 1,000 metres now, and Groucho in front, a half length around the 10, Tamar Moon a length away third, and a half to on the inside of them is Dandy Andy. 2 lengths now to Warned and a half length to Delac Road. The leader at the 800, Groucho, he's nearly a length in front of around the 10, 1 length away Tamar Moon. He's about to go 3 wide, Skelton on this. Then on the rails, Dandy Andy, a length to Warned and 3 parts to Delac Road. Groucho led at the 600 by a length. Dandy Andy, White's pushed up on the inside, got the run through and has gone up to be second. Tamar Moon's out very wide and losing ground. Warned has gone up quickly now to be third from Delac Road. Forget around the 10 and Tamar Moon. Groucho led into the straight, nearly a length. Dandy Andy's being hard ridden with Warned making its run the outside. Groucho kicked away, then Delac Road and well back in the field around the town, but it's Groucho in front of the 200. Dandy Andy the only danger, Warned struggling with Delac Road, but Groucho in front, and Groucho, no marks on the track, is going to win easily by 2 lengths to Delac Road, 2 lengths away third. is second rather was Dandy Andy. Third, Delac Road. Warned, knocked up badly next. Then around the Tan, and last of all, tailed off Tamar Moon.
Yes, Bill, Groucho, no marks there. 11-2, the winner, Dandy Andy. 5-2, and Delac Road at 8-1. 9-4, the unplaced favourite, Warned, and he struggled from well in the home straight. Now, the first of the Blue Diamond Preludes, the MB Hang 10 Blue Diamond Preludes, saw the favourite at a very short quote here, Change of Habit. Let's join Bill Collins.
They're racing. Change of Habit again dwelled a little, but only lost about a neck or so. Proven Vella began brilliantly over on the outside and is the early leader. High Statesman got away well. Change of Habit third from Bowl Sculptor. Lygon Arms holding the inside from Ma Wong. Then Spacecraft, Square Deal, Centaur back behind them, and Cindy's Appeal. Change of Habits had to work like Billy-O to try and get to the lead. He can't get there yet. Lygon Arms and on the outside, High Statesman, and Change of Habits caught 3 deep. A length behind those horses. Square Deal going up on the fence from Bowl Sculptor. Proven Vella, hard-ridden Ma Wong, and Spacecraft. Well, he can't get to the lead on Change of Habit. He's going to be about 5 wide round the corner, where Square Deal got through to shoot to the lead on the inside. It's gone, I think, Change of Habit. Lygon Arms is in second placing. Ma Wong is getting through. Further back is Change of Habit, and then Bowl Sculptor and Spacecraft from Proven Vella and High Statesman. Square Deal and Lygon Arms and Ma Wong coming at them. They're the only ones. Square Deal hanging onto the lead on the inside from Lygon Arms. Lygon Arms again went up to it, but Square Deal's going too strongly, and Square Deal's coming away to win it a length to Lygon Arms. Third a length away, Ma Wong. 3 lengths to Spacecraft fourth, ran on well from Change of Habit. Then Bowl Sculptor, well back Proven Vella. Back behind it, Cindy's Appeal. They were followed by Centaur, and High Statesman has run last.
Yes, the winner, Square Deal, 25-1. I don't think there's much doubt that Lygon Arms, had it raced truly, it would have won and won quite comfortably. Third place in going to Ma Wong at 8-1. Change of Habit caught out wide there at 5-4 on. In the first leg of the quadrella, the Jewel Stakes, it was an open betting race, and the favourite here at 7-2 was English Charm. Here's Bill.
Settling, the light is on, and away they go. Pelor Star jumped well on the inside. Slow away was Mixed Blessing, dropped out to last. Friar's Delight's back near it with Happy View, and Eloquent Edition took over from Fashion Fun. My Cam Beater back in the middle of the field. English Charm about fourth. Over the hill, Eloquent Edition about 2 lengths to Fashion Fun, and they were followed closely on the outside of those horses, English Charm. One racing around them, Fashionville, up towards the leaders to be in a handy position now, and Alana's about 4th or 5th. Pelor Stars dropped back on the rails about 6th, and then Our Draw, followed by Tristanella, Jour Le Parti. My Cam Beater's got a long way out of it, followed by Mixed Blessing, Friar's Delight, and Happy View last. At the 800, Eloquent Edition almost joined by Fashionville. A length and a half Fashion Fun in the box seat. Outside it, the Grey Alan. A length and a half English Charm. Pelor Star hard ridden from Tristanella, Our Draw. Friar's Delight making ground around the outside, followed by Mixed Blessing, Jour Le Parti, Happy View, and last My Cam Beater. On the turn, 500 out, Eloquent Edition a half length to Fashionville. A length and a half Fashion Fun looking for the run from Alan. English Charm running on from Friar's Delight out wide, and then Our Draw. Eloquent Edition led. Fashion Fun got the split in the straight, quickly going after Eloquent Edition, and they're followed by Friar's Delight. Fashion Fun almost upsides at the 200 with Eloquent Edition there, well clear of Jour Le Parti flashing home. Fashion Fun put its head in front with 100 to go from Eloquent Edition and Jour Le Parti and Tristanella, and Fashion Fun, another beautiful ride there by Michael Clark, has won it well from Eloquent Edition, Jour Le Parti. Our Draw just behind them out of a place with Tristanella, and then Happy View. English Charm weakened badly in the run home. Friar's Delight, Mixed Blessing never in it. My Cam Beater's back near the tail of the field, one of the last to finish in the event as they went over the line. Elan still coming, and Pelor Star along last.
Yes, always in the box seat there, Michael Clark on Fashion Fun, making it a winning double for he and Colin Hayes at 5-1, Eloquent Edition 16-1, Jour Le Parti at 12s, and 7-2 the favourite English Charm. A field of 17 in the $120,000 Oakley Plate, a Group 1 event, and Placid Arc from Western Australia, the favourite from Barrier 5.
Lights, and they're racing. And they've jumped away pretty well. Zip Home has begun very well. Placid Arc got away okay. Towards the outside as they settle down into stride. Luther's Luck got away well but can't go with them. And Special and Placid Arc are going to settle down in front from Blazing Keel, Zip Home and Seeger on the inside. Then Rubiton. Luther's Luck keeping a reasonable position, and they were followed further back by Dada, Ism, Lord Scotia. Next is Gorilla, Asher Star. Taj Quillo well back with Lord Galaxy as they near the turn. Night follows day, Burnt Horizon and Sovereign Dagger. Placid Arc burned to the lead on the corner, 500 out. It's 2 lengths in front of Special. 3 lengths away, Rubiton, followed then by Zip Home, Coal Pack. Next, Seeger, and at the head of the others then came Gorilla. But into the straight and the flying West Australian, Placid Arc by 4 lengths. Special is second, 3 lengths to Rubiton, Zip Home, Coal Pack. Further back then came Ashes Star, but Placid Arc well clear with 100 to go. Special trying hard. Oh, he's a real machine, this fellow. Placid Arc's going to canter in, wins by 3 lengths. Special second, Rubiton third, 5 lengths.
10 race starts now for 7 wins. An outstanding performance there by Placid Arc, and he's now ready to go straight into the Newmarket here, and he might complete the Grand Slam of the Lightning Stakes, the Oakley Plate and the Newmarket. 3 3-year-olds are in the race, and they've run 1, 2 and 3. Placid Arc starting favourite 11 to 4 on the Oakley Plate, Special at 8 to 1 and Rubiton at 7 to 1. Well, Colin Hayes and Michael Clark looking for a treble with Midnight Fever in the fillies division of the Blue Diamond Prelude, and they had a few anxious moments here.
And they're racing. They've jumped away pretty well too. Right Aspect began well in the centre, and West of France wider out, and Dreamy Sisters going fast. There goes Tennessee Vane up towards them. Impacera back behind them with Midnight Miami Vice. Midnight Fever's back about 7th or 8th as they settle down, and the leader, Right Aspect, shot away about 2 lengths. Second is Tennessee Vane from Miami Vice, West of France, 1.5 lengths. Impacera, Midnight Fever, they're both back a bit from Hidden Power and Dreamy Sister. Right Aspect's gone 4 in front. Casanora well back with Solar Princess, Exclusive Partner, and last as they come to the turn is Faithful Thought. With 500 to go, and Right Aspect's 4 lengths in front. Out after it, Tennessee Vane, 3 lengths to Miami Vice, and then came Impacera. Next, Midnight Fever and Casanora looking for a run. Right Aspect straightened up about 3 in front. Under the whip, Tennessee Vane out after it from Miami Vice, Impacera and Midnight Fever. The leader, Right Aspect, getting a bit tired. It's still a length in front of Tennessee Vane. Casanora, if it gets a run, is going to beat them all. Midnight Fever out wide, got knocked over Casanora. Impacera, Midnight Fever grabbing them. Midnight Fever's won it. Just beaten Impacera, Tennessee Vane, 4th Right Aspect. Casanora would have won easily if it had got a run. They're followed by Faithful Thought. Further back in the field, Miami Vice. Behind them is Dreamy Sister. Well back is West of France, Exclusive Partner and Solar Princess, the last 2.
Exciting finish to the fillies division of the MB Hang 10 Blue Diamond Prelude. Midnight Fever on the outside, 7 to 4 in favourite. Impacera at 9 to 4 and Tennessee Vane at 7 to 1. The unlucky runner there. Casanora going for that run on the fence, but ran out of room. In the second last event, this was the St George Stakes. Watch for the great performance up on the inside in the orange and white spots of Fox Seal.
Racing. Deedle began quite well. Celtic Air on the inside. I'm a Red Man, and Eastern Classic. Lakeworth is going quickly with Tavros going to head them all off. Then Eye in the Sky, and they were followed by Sejuna and Affected just behind them from Sir Lustrious. Well back is Alternate, and back with it is Carlisle. Ben Foxseal is second last as they settle down into stride, and Nymphus at the rear. Heading up to the 1200, Tavros in front and pulling a length to Celtic Air, followed by Eye in the Sky, Lakeworth the rails. 1.5 further back is Deedle, Sejuna the outside, Eastern Classic getting up inside the pair of them. 2 lengths then to Affected, and it was followed by I'm a Red Man. A little over 2 lengths, Glen Morriston, Sir Lustrious. Alternate taken to the outside from Carlisle, Ben and Foxseal pulling hard about 2 lengths away with Nymphus. Down the side at the 800, Tavros a length to Celtic Air, Eye in the Sky wide, Lakeworth tucked in on the fence, Deedle in the centre, out wider on the track, Sejuna, and then came Eastern Classic. They're followed by I'm a Red Man and Affected making some ground with Alternate from Sir Lustrious. Foxseal still back third last on the turn. 500 out. Now here are the challengers. Eye in the Sky out wide going after Tavros, Celtic Air the centre. 2 lengths to Deedle making ground from Lakeworth, and then Alternate out wide, followed behind them by Affected. Into the straight they raced. Tavros the leader out 1.5 lengths to Eye in the Sky. Then came on the inside Celtic Seal. Deedle is struggling, and they're followed by at the head of the others Eastern Classic. Tavros had kicked away. Lakeworth sticking to the fence. Foxseal, he's starting to fly through the field. Will it be too late? Tavros in front. Foxseal has bullocked his way through on the inside. Foxseal has gone to the lead near the line. He's come from last. Foxseal has won it. Second placing Eastern Classic. Tavros or I'm a Red Man third, followed by Alternate. Celtic Air, they were followed then by Lakeworth on the inside. Deedle, Illustrious. Back behind them is Eye in the Sky, Carlisle, Ben, Affected, and Glen Morriston. Sejuna is one of the last with Nymphus.
What an outstanding ride there by Greg Hall. 11-1 Fox Seal, 10-1 Eastern Classic and I'm a Redmond at 8-1, and the favourite there in the open betting race, Deedle at 5-1. Final event, the mares event over 1,200 metres, and the favourite Lady Belfast off barrier 1.
Racing, Miracle Asset and Sweet Trist were both slow to get going. One of the first out, Cara's Girl wide from Norgwin Mist, who's showing speed with True Verdict. Golden Revenue racing up towards the leaders with Lady Belfast and Miss Munda just behind it, settling down. Then came Miss Caramas. Now let's look back towards the rear of the field, and last of all is Sweet Trist, and back with it is Savali and also Miracle Asset. When they came down to about the 600-metre mark, Cara's Girl just led Golden Revenue and Lady Belfast the rails. Mrs. Mannering's moved up quickly to be fourth, just behind them now from True Verdict, Honey Bridge. Then Miss Munda behind the Miss Caramas, Norgwin Mist, and further back at the head of the others, Savali and Bonnie Artist on the corner. And Lady Belfast took the lead. Mrs. Mannering getting a beautiful splits, moved up to be second. They were followed by Miss Munda under the whip from Golden Revenue. Mrs. Mannering quickly raced up on the outside when they turned for home, hit the front, and the little lady dashed away about 2 lengths in front. Miss Munda starting to run on, and so also Savali. Mrs. Mannering clear with 150 to go. Savali, the danger's finishing very fast. She's getting tired, Mrs. Mannering. Savali pegging her back. Mrs. Mannering tackled by Savali near the line. They hit it. Savali a nose, I'd say, to Mrs. Mannering. Third, Miss Munda, followed by Sweet Trist. Behind them, Lady Belfast. Then came Presumptuous Mist. Behind it, Norgwin Mist, Miracle Asset. Further back in the field, Honey Bridge, Miss Caramas. Bonnie Artist is well back with Golden Revenue. Then True Verdict and Cara's Girl last home.
20-1 Savali, a good result for bookmakers there in the final event. Mrs. Mannering at 9-2. Gee, she did look home when they turned the corner there. And Miss Munda third at 7-1. And the favourite, Lady Belfast, never really in the race at 7-2. The number's 9-1-4, and there's the Quinella and the trifecta. Looking at the multiples for yesterday, first of all at Caulfield, 3-2 for the extra double, 25.20. The Caulfield Daily Double, 7-1, Placidark Fox Seal, $30.95. For the Quadrilla, 2-7-1-1, a dividend of $152.20. In Sydney, the extra double, 7-1, and a dividend there of $96.10. The Daily Double, 13-6, $3.40. Sydney Quadrilla, only a small dividend here, $42 for the combination of nearly all the favourites, 1, 6, 6 and 4, $42. At South Australia there, 5-2 for the extra double, $24.75. For the Daily Double, 7-1, $55.10. In Brisbane, the double there, 3-2, the Daily Double, $3.70. Provincial Racing at Geelong, 8-4 for the extra, $75.55. For the Daily Double, 3-1, $2.35. And the Quadrilla up there at Geelong, 3, 8, 1 and 4, a dividend of $166.70. And just to clarify the track ratings yesterday, the 4 categories were used, and the track was from heavy to slow before race 1, from slow to dead after the running of the first, and then from dead to good after the running of the Oakley Plate. So we went through the 4 categories with racing at Caulfield yesterday. We'll take this commercial break and then we'll look at the greyhound action from the week.